I got kind of like an exhortation video, so to say, about just staying engaged in the ministry. All right, whether you know your gift or not, you got to stay engaged no matter what you're going through, with whatever type of hell, whatever it is, infirmity, job, children, whatever. Those are just the basics. And from those things, stem a lot of other chastisements that come, with maybe with a car, maybe even with a neighbor. I don't know. It doesn't matter what it is, because the scripture says all things are common unto men. So there's nothing that you're going through that haven't already been accomplished already. Someone's already gone through it, and that's why it's important to stay engaged in the ministry. You're supposed to be diligent. And this scripture came to my mind, Ecclesiasticus chapter 27 or Sirach 27 and verse 3. It says, unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, his house shall soon be overthrown. And that soon part, that's the thing, that soon part, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is a trickster. You think you're being lax, and you're thinking, okay, the Lord doesn't mind that I'm being lax or I'm not being engaged. And little do you know, your house could be being planned to be overthrown in the spiritual realm. So, and we know that the fear of the Lord, again, it's engaging in the ministry, the Tawab Debarim, doing our lessons, making ourselves available for the church, attending class, engaging in class, answering the question, answering test questions and quizzes correctly. You know what I mean? Not just showing up to class just to read when you get there. If you know what class is about, read before, just like in school. In order to stay ahead in class, what do you have to do? You got to read ahead. They say we're going to have a test on chapter 6. Well, you read chapter 6 and chapter 7, because guess what? Sometimes the teacher may say, here's a bonus question, and it's not from what you're studying. So Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, he'll see that and make sure that your household is protected and not overthrown. And those are just little things. Even coming down to giving alms. The scriptures talk about giving alms at any amount. Of course, financially is important, but again, making yourself available, presenting your body as a living sacrifice. The time that it takes to engage in the ministry, that's what's important. Putting in your time, because again, not everybody, you might not know what your gift is as far as scriptures are concerned, but every day you know who you are in the scriptures. You know who the enemy is. Well, you can do videos on the Edomites over and over again. Until Esau, the end of the world, and Jacob, the beginning of it, that fall comes to pass. That's being engaged. It's not hard. The scriptures say we have these scriptures to comfort us. All right. So again, unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord. So the important thing there is diligently. In order to be diligent, you need some level of discipline. You need to have some form of like a routine in place. You know what I mean? So that way, I think it's Second Peter. That way, when the hell does come and the chastisement comes, you have a routine to go back to. So it's to stay engaged in the ministry. Hey, maybe you need to start making videos on the phone. That's what I started doing. I was like, it's going to be more beneficial to my spirit and to the eyes of the hopeful elect. They need to be fed that if I just do screen record sometimes when I'm en route. And you plan these things out. That's another thing about holding yourself diligently. You don't just hit the button. You think about a topic, you get some precepts in your head, and then you go. Because sometimes, videos shouldn't always just be ranting. All right, they should be edifying. They should be biblical based. Biblical backing. All right, this is Second Peter. This is Second Peter 1:10. It says, "Wherefore the rather," meaning I'd rather you do this. The rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. So we've all been called, but we're praying to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai that we can all be chosen. In the scriptures, in the Revelation, it says these are called, faithful, and chosen. So we're hoping that once we've been called, that we can be chosen. For if you do these things, ye shall never fail. So again, being diligent and engaging in the ministry is tied to complete failure. your house being overthrown. And it says, for if you do these things, all right? So all it takes is just applying yourself, getting out there, because we ask Yahweh Shema Shah to bless and protect us and destroy this place, right? But then we have to be practical, all right? Are we doing what He wants us to do? Are we diligently having a fear of Yahweh Shema Shah, knowing damn well we could do more, all right, instead of the bare minimum, but you're not. You know, Yahweh Shema Shah has done so much for us. We woke up to this truth speaking English. I mean, that in itself is a miracle. You know, none of us have been to Israel. That's why it's important in the scriptures to comfort us. Yahweh Shah said, blessed are they which have not seen and yet believe. Now, when you believe, you're going to put actions to your belief. Yes, we do that on Saturdays. That's the main part of the ministry. All right, being punctual, showing up, and fulfilling our duties at the church, trying to wake up the hopeful elect on the highways and hedges. But then you go back into your personal life, and it doesn't stop. All right, Yahweh Shai will not sup with you if you're not engaging in the ministry. All right, and that's also checking up on brothers. Sometimes a random phone call just to see how a brother's doing. It doesn't always have to be business and order. It doesn't always have to be questions about going into the scriptures every single time. Hey, brother, you good? He's on my spirit. Do you need prayer or anything like that? Is the household straight? Those things matter in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua for the body, man. And that's what I'm saying. That's also holding yourself diligently. Are you communicating effectively and timely, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua? I believe that matters. And this is just some exhortation to those facts, all right? So, kind of just going back on those precepts again, just engage in the ministry, no matter what you're going through, whatever chastisement or however you catch a hell. Hey, stay locked in, don't get lax. Because maybe Yahweh Shemiah Shah might be planning to overthrow your house. So, and we have all the examples in this truth in multiple camps, everybody out there listening, of all the fallout. Somebody that was in the camp for a time, and then out of nowhere, you never would have thought this man would have started teaching what he was teaching or stopped showing up. You know what I mean? Through the spirit. So